AI gonna take my job?
No, but people that are using AI are gonna have more opportunities than ever before.
I just finished your course on AI, ChatGPT, Midjourney, all that cool stuff. Tell me how you came up with the concept to make this course.
I have a yoga meditation background, and I went on a 10-day silent meditation retreat. I didn't speak, I didn't look in the mirror, I didn't talk, I didn't look at my phone, and nothing. When I came back, super clear, super focused on, okay, what's the next thing? Where am I going? Where am I taking the education business? And a good friend of mine showed me, honestly, a TikTok of ChatGPT when it just went live. We had 4 or 5 courses in production at that time. And I said to my business partner, we need to focus on this thing because I've seen AI before and chatbots and it wasn't quite there. And for the first time I'd seen it doing things where I felt, okay, this is actually ready to be adopted by the public and this is a quality product. And long story short, we went into research mode where we took in every single bit and piece of information that we could through articles, videos, just any piece of content on learning how these models work, how they're trained, and synthesize all that information into our first AI course.
In this course, we've combined everything you need to know about all these incredible AI tools.
How did you start building it out? There's so much in it. It's 23 hours. It's super in-depth. So tell us a little bit about what people can learn in this course specifically, maybe some of your favorite parts about AI, and then also how you started building the course.
Well, I've been in online education for about 6 or 7 years, and I've really understand it now how to lay out a course of any topic, not just for something like ChatGPT. You're basically building a handbook. It's like people are here where they are today, and when they see a product like an online course, it's a bridge from where you are, where I am, the skill set I have, and what I know and what I've learned, and I want to be here. And the goal of a course is to be the bridge from where you are now to where you want to be. And so that actual finish point actually ends up becoming the title of your course. So the complete guide to AI for business owners. That's the goal that the person who wants to buy the course should see through what the course title is. And that's the goal, the transformation that should happen. Now, once you have that, you work backwards. Well, if that's the bridge and that's the final destination of where I want to take people and where my audience wants to go, what are the main steps of that bridge that get them to that? Those become your chapters, those main blocks. If you zoom into those chapters, those main steps become broken up into micro steps, which become your main video lessons. So if the goal of one of my chapters is to teach people everything they need to know about prompt engineering, then I work backwards and break that down. I introduce it, what it is, why it's important, and then we go into different lessons of how to understand that specific skill set, and all those skill sets and pieces of large knowledge build up to the person reaching the destination of that course. The other thing that we did that I think a lot of people kind of followed was not just focusing on one tool, but really teaching many tools in the course, because today they're all spread out everywhere. You go to Midjourney and you do this, and then you go write your script in ChatGPT and you kind of hodgepodge it together. Eventually, it's all going to be native on the phone where you just do one prompt in one place and it will create the entire video that you want. Audio, dialogue, script, animations, everything. We're not there yet, so we broke up the course into modules essentially to help people go from a complete novice, beginner understanding, to an advanced and skillful understanding of how to actually use these new tools to create content, excel at their jobs, and be up to date on these new AI tools.
So what AI do you use regularly day to day?
That's a great question. I mean, the tool I use the most is ChatGPT currently. We use it all the time for work. I think that's the tool that I use the most for just work, and then also personal projects, and then also questions for personal life, where instead of Googling something, I'll just use ChatGPT.
Shifting a little bit to online teaching, tell us more about your company, Leap Year Learning.
I saw value in learning directly from people who have done the things you want to do. I saw value at learning at your own pace. I saw value at traditional schooling not working for myself, so I figure it must be similar for other people. And as the technology changed, and I had the background in online education and building out, I've done, Film Creator Academy, Life Academy, dynamic visual market, like all these different online learning platforms. So it would only made sense to transition to the next large thing, which is the AI space. And I teamed up with an excellent group, excellent team that I worked with in the past and put together Leap Year Learning. And since then, we've worked with Samsung. We have over 300,000 students. We have students in over 100 countries. The courses have been, consumed by people in over 60 languages. There's 17 million minutes taught, consumed by students every 12 months.
How could people find your courses, and what types of courses do you offer? Is it just AI or is it more?
It is more than AI. We are currently focused on, yes, there's AI courses. There's also coding. So Python, there's other coding languages courses. Essentially, we found other great instructors and kind of expanded our team into primarily coding and AI, but there's some interesting things coming in the near future. But if you search Leap Year Learning, you can find us online at leapyearlearning.ai. We do host some of our courses on Udemy. If you're not familiar, Udemy is a large online marketplace for courses. Think the Amazon of online courses, where you can go and find and get lifetime access to courses from thousands of different teachers. That is where we host some of our courses. We also have some of our other courses on our own site.
You talked about this a little bit with how you came up with your idea for the AI course, but how do you come up with your ideas for courses in general? I know you said coding's in there, AI, how do you decide what to focus on?
It's a lot easier to create a course that does not succeed more than it is to create a course that's a bestseller. And you have to create the right course at the right time to the right audience at the right price. There's a lot of research that goes into the analytics and looking at where the demand is, how many courses are already out, have been released on that topic, and then how many students are actually satisfied with the courses that are currently on the market.
The course I took from you, the AI course, is 23 hours. How long did that actually take you and your partners to put together?
It takes time. It really depends on the scope of the course that you're doing. But the original one released at around 15 hours, around 2 to 3 months of work, from like, we're gonna do this to we uploaded it and it's delivered. And then since then, the reason it's 23 hours now is because AI is changing so often and so rapidly. We are adding around an hour per month of brand new lessons and lectures to the course on the latest AI updates.
So for people who are interested in online teaching or getting into what you're doing, do you have any tips for them? One thing I've noticed, for example, is you have like a beautiful set where you film. The cameras look very high quality. Do you think that's all necessary to have when you're putting together online courses?
And I would say for new online course creators, do your best to get your projects done. Don't let the camera equipment and stuff get in the way. Yes, those are tools that can be used, and no matter what camera you have, there's always a better camera, trust me. And no matter how your videos look, there's always a better way to put them together, someone else doing them at a higher production quality. But really the biggest thing is the content and you as a teacher. Everyone's gonna teach differently. Everyone follows their, whoever they decide to follow for a different reason, because when you're watching social media content or a course, you like what you watch, or you choose what you watch because of the way it makes you feel and the way it impacts your life. And sometimes with like TikTok and this kind of stuff, it's more of the way it makes you feel. You get the dopamine hits. But with educational content like online courses, you want to like the teacher, of course, and also you're watching because you're getting gems. So you're getting value versus just being entertained.
Did you decide, I love ChatGPT, I want to do a course in AI, so let me learn all of this AI to teach? Or were you already using all of these tools?
Some of the tools I'd been using, what I wanted to do was to learn absolutely everything, and then synthesize that information, like I mentioned, to save people time and give it in a cohesive way that is fun and exciting for students. So yes, I had to go through that learning process of the trial and error, and I spent the hours to learn it and then could teach the same thing in a much shorter lesson so that someone got it in minutes instead of hours.